Hello and welcome to the channel, and welcome to Grey Goo from Petroglyph and Greybox. I've been promising you for a little while that I'd get Grey Goo video done for you, so today we're going to actually jump in and have a look. I haven't been able to spend that much time with this game because I've been really busy this week. So you are going to have to apologise, my gameplay really isn't the best, I'm still learning. So for anyone who doesn't know what Grey Goo is, it's basically a game designed by some classic, I believe some of the old Westwood developers, so people who made Command & Conquer. So it's very much an old style of RTS rather than something maybe a little bit newer like StarCraft 2 for example. But it's pretty fun. Now there's some pretty cool things I want to show you before I show you any like proper gameplay. So this is a pretty story driven game, and they really like to show that off, which I'm very impressed with. So the campaign's got some really awesome cutscenes in it and they're ridiculously well done. But when you get your mission briefing at the start of a mission, you also get like a little animation to tell it you. So I'll quickly show you one. So if I was to start from here, and then you'll actually, this is how your mission briefing's done, and I think this is ridiculously awesome. There's some really cool ones, and so far there's been a fair few of the cutscenes. Like they're like big FMV. They're very cool. I've enjoyed them immensely. But anyway, that's just one of the things that I wanted to kind of go over before we jumped in. So I'm probably going to jump into a skirmish so that I'm not showing too much of the story, because from that little tidbit you shouldn't be able to get too much. Currently there's 3 playable factions in the game. So you got the Beta, which is the race that you just saw. Humans, you know what they are. And the Goo, which is kind of self-explanatory what they are. So yeah, we'll probably do, just so I can try and show you maybe a little bit more, I might actually cheat so you can see all 3 races in one match, and we'll do like a 2v1. Obviously the extra AI will be on my side because I'm dreadful and still learning, but yeah, we'll I think that's probably not half. Let's go for that one. That looks like an interesting map. So we'll take 2 teams. I will have an extra one because I am really bad. I'll play as the Beta probably. So yeah, as I say, if you are expecting like pro plays, you're in the wrong place. Turn around, go back. This is not the place for you. So we'll put 2 easy AIs in the game. I'll play as the Beta. My ally can be human, and we will verse the Goo. The Goo is probably actually the most interesting faction, but I haven't actually had a chance to play them yet, so I kind of feel a bit bad trying to show you that, so I'll let the AI do it because it'll probably do a better job than I will. And we'll leave their AI probably just on random, rather than making them anything else. So yeah, we'll leave them random, that's fine. Do we want to change colour? Not really, I don't think that matters. So yeah, we'll jump into a match. Right, let's begin. So this is our base. With the Beta, you have to have it connected to these different points. If I show you now, so we can get a refinery built, and then you have to land it on these little, well, kind of like goo kind of idea. You can also click this to actually toggle it, so you can actually see where most of the poles of it are, which is pretty handy. Tell you one thing I will actually just do, I will turn down some of the unit. Let's turn the music down just a tiny bit. Notifications can probably come down, general gameplay can probably come down as well. Ambient, and we definitely want to bring the volume down. Tell you what, I'll just bring down a lot of these for now. Just because there's a lot of spamming. I'll try and keep it sub in there so you can still hear it a bit. That's still probably a little bit louder than what I'd like, honestly. But I'm sure that's a little bit better. So we've got the refinery coming up now, that's about to be finished. Now we can build our factory so we can get some units pumping out. I don't actually know, there might be enough space on there for me to actually fit another refinery on there, but if not, there is actually one there. So if I use my little commando and go over here, we should be able to get a second refinery built on here, and then have it build that over there. So here is my resources coming in, so at the minute I'm at minus 51, which is not great. Let's put it that way. It's not great. I will actually just pause the factory for now, I think. We'll try and get this second refinery up a little bit faster, and then we can hopefully start pushing some units out. But we'll see. And my ally He's getting set up about the same. Now the humans, from what I can tell, their units have to all be connected to these conduits, and the whole thing has to keep. So for them to constantly keep spreading, this has to keep going. The weakness with that is, of course, any buildings that are powered, like say here, and then someone blew up that conduit, all these would lose power. So that's a little bit of a weakness, but it's something you could exploit. But obviously the idea is that you would defend it so that people can't get to that point. Whereas the goo are very mobile, like their base is a giant goo that walks around. So for them to collect resources, they just sit in these pools and slowly get bigger and then split out into more units. They are very cool. But as I say, I haven't played them yet, and I'd like to do them some justice, so they'll probably appear in a later video when I've been able to play a little bit more time with it. For now, I just wanted to show you the basic kind of gameplay for Grey Goo. So let's start trying to get some units out, I think. So we can actually put auto build on units. So I'm just going to keep having these just producing for now. And I think I might go and put a small base over here just for an extra one, just to gather. Maybe we should push down a little bit further and try and get on this bigger. It's like a larger one here. And then we could put a small base here. There's nothing necessarily stopping us doing that, so we can just put a little teeny tiny base somewhere around here. Potentially. There you go, we can put it there. And we can literally just have that taking resources from here. We can have a silo just so we can hold a little bit more as well. And then I think we will... I could take a tank attachment just so I can build some slightly better units. That's probably not a bad idea, actually. Or I could take a second factory and just double build for now. Hum. Let's see. No, I think we'll take the tank upgrade for now, so we can build some slightly bigger units. Okay, yeah, this is built, so we can get some more resources coming in to get that nice and centered, so it's getting the maximum amount. And we'll just build a little silo there, so we can hold a bit more. Ooh, I'm losing quite a bit of goo from that. I should be able to get this refinery built before that runs out. Yes, I can. There you go, and we're back on the positive, so that's fine. Now, the other thing that this game does is it's very vision based. So, let's say for example, this commando goes and stands on top of this cliff. Unless the unit down the bottom of the cliff has a special amount of vision, they can't see what's on top of the cliff. They have to get all the way around to be on top of here before they can see it. But he can see anything down there, so he can shoot at anyone below, but they can't shoot back. Which is really handy to just cover this entire region, like artillery and things like that. The other thing that's in the game is brush. So if you've played any kind of like MOBA games where you can hide in the jungle and things like that, you're kind of going to know what that's all about. Right, we've got a couple of these. I'll get one more. So we've got 5, which will be probably a nice scouting party. And then I think we'll probably go and try and push for this area. I think that would probably be quite a good idea. Tell you what, let's just go now. Let's just go now. We want to try and get a nice decent area, I think. What's my guy doing? Is he just scouting round? Looks like he is. But we have to watch. The goo can spread pretty rapidly, so we do want to be watching that. Right, let's cancel that and let's start building the bigger units now, because they are pretty handy in comparison to these. These are nice and fast, but they're not the best in the long run. Now we should be able to build the next stage up of base, which I can fit just there. Great. Right, let's put one of you over here because I'm going to need the site. Oh, in fact, even better, there's a plug on it, so we're going to need to just pop that. So they can start working on that while this builds. Okay. Now, here's another thing. These gauges will slowly empty, so eventually we will actually be able to drain these ponds. This will slowly fill back up, but it's usually easier to just stop production on it, go somewhere else for a bit, and it'll fill up quicker rather than trying to just like pause it and wait. So, but it will keep filling up, so that's pretty handy, but as I say, it can take some time. Now, Avalanche is getting the ability to move and fire. What are these again? These are Stalkers. We don't have any upgrades for Stalkers at all. Guardians, Hailstorms, Commandos, Nimbus, Stratus, Recon. Stalkers gain stealth while moving and their weapons alter to sniper guns. That's pretty handy. But we need... Can't quite see what that actually is. What is that? Oh, it's the stealth attachment. Okay, well, maybe that's something we could do. That might be pretty cool to have. Right, well, for now, though, this is going to have a lot of refineries on it. So we'll take a refinery there and a refinery there. Oh, that's quite a good one. That's going to go up to plus 13. So these layers of goo here, wherever you centre this, so like this, like slightly darker one's worth 8, the centre one's worth 10, and then the very tight one, so the brighter they are, the more goo's there, so that's actually worth 13, apparently, which is pretty handy for us. Now, we are gaining pretty good resources. There we go, there's my commando shooting at that guy, and he can't fire back, which is great, and my big guy's just destroyed that. So they're going to just keep producing anyway, which is fantastic. Now, we can also build a large factory, which can produce 3 things at once, which again, is great. And then we'll put a stealth attachment on there, and we can be producing 3 of these at a time that have stealth and sniper rifles and everything, which I think will be pretty cool. So we'll have to give that a go. Looks like he's stumbled on one of the mother goos. So that's basically one of his mobile bases that can just keep spawning minions and all of the lovely crazy things. So yeah, that's going to be fun. Let's actually have a look how my AI is doing. He's not that much different from me, honestly. He has just been a little bit more space saving. I think that's something I need to work out. I reckon here I could have actually had like 4 refineries if I did so wish. Maybe that's something I need to be looking into, like later on. Maybe. Anyway, let's get that stalker upgrade. We'll take that. And now, large factory, we want you to go there, and we want to automate. Build a detects that, brush vision, and a stealth scout unit. Well, if we have 2 of these auto building, and I also just want to build one of them, because I reckon having one of them close by, I'll probably actually go and sit it in this brush here, and it can just detect anything around this middle area that comes through. I may also wall off this area. I think that could be another good idea. Okay. Right, so we want to do structures. Right, let's see if we can wall off this area, and then we'll maybe get some commandos just to get this nice and defended. Right. Keep coming down here. We'll try and grab ourselves some ground, because that's usually a pretty good idea. Yep, there you go. We have just found friends. And it's split into more units, so we want to go and kill that pretty quick. There we go. Now, let's build ourselves a nice wall here.
Let's see what's out there.
And we'll have this guy tucked in somewhere here. Okay. Now, we are going to want to have some commandos coming out. And I may try and grab some of the upgrades for the commando as well. The wall is finished. We will want to put a gate in that so that we can actually go through ourselves. May even be worth sticking 2 in, but 1 should be enough for now. It looks like my ally's having a bit of trouble over there. I might actually go over and give him a hand. Oh, here we go. There we go, we've got a nice set of units there. Let's go and push down here and try and help him clear this out. Commando. Go get in that wall. Commando. In the wall. I want to have you guys all just nice and neat. So we now, in 18 seconds, will have the stealth upgrade, which will be pretty nice. There we go, my commandos are getting all nice and fortified in the walls now, which is great. Commando, you can go get in there. And let's also upgrade these predators, so rather than firing volleys, they'll fire single shots, but they'll aim each one. so they won't miss as many, which will be, again, pretty handy. We can stop the commandos, and we will auto-build some more of these. Okay, we've got ourselves a pretty nice force here, actually, so let's just get these all gathered up.
Tell me where to aim.
Right, so these now all have stealth as they move. That's pretty handy. Let's go and give ourselves a little test. See how we're getting on. If there's nothing here, I might try and claim this as a nice forward base. Oh, there you go. We've got an AI sitting on there. There we go. Right, so now we should be able to afford to build a large hub, which I'll build just there. Okay, let's defend this for a minute, because we've got ourselves a nice array around here, actually. So we've also got some extra areas over here if we want to build more extractors. But yeah, that should be a pretty healthy one right there. They're still pushing through here. They're getting some pretty big units down there, actually. That could potentially become an issue. It looks like we're generally winning, but we want to keep that reinforced, I think. Right, we've nearly got the large hub built. Nearly. So we will again get some more refineries coming in. I'll probably drop some silos on there. And then I think we want to probably build some artillery, maybe?
Large hub complete. Formation, we move. Ready for the go.
Right, come down here.
Well,
Okay, here we go. We are in.
beginning construction.
Bam.
Unit ready.
And let's have another hub this end.
Unit ready.
Can you just run over here?
Stalker, check.
Nope,
I just
you need to go
target.
here.
Refinery.
And we can get a 10 from that one. There we go. Okay, so now we want to have.
Beginning construction.
We definitely want some large factories here. We'll have it so we can pump out 6 units here at a time.
Extractor complete.
And then we will put the tank attachment on there.
Unit introduction.
Definitely.
Extractor.
And I think I'll also just drop a silo on there.
Beginning construction. Unit ready.
Right, I think that'll work out.
Let's hunt.
Right, predators.
Let's form up and
You go
move.
here and have a look what's around
Tank
here.
tech upgrade complete. Let's ride
Is
this
there any?
train.
Yeah, there you go. We don't want you having that, friend.
Unit
And we got it.
ready. Unit
there we go.
introduction. Unit ready.
Right. Now I think for now we're going to just stop production on all of that.
Attachment complete.
And I will actually for now
Complete.
sell that and put on a silo.
Beginning construction. Unit
Because we're going to move pretty much all of our
Unit
production
Large
to
factory
these.
complete.
So now we should be able to just
Unit
max out these.
introduction. Unit in production.
And yeah, tell you what, let's just go
Unit introduction.
lots of big units. There you
Unit
go.
introduction.
And we're still getting positive from that, so that's pretty great for us. Okay, we're looking fairly healthy.
Ready.
This is probably one of the times it's actually gone a bit better for me than it usually does. Although I am being quite methodical with it. This is quite a sizable chunk actually. I think the
Silo complete.
the AI that I'm versing is... Oh, that is a big mother goo. We do not want you having that. Naughty,
Unit
naughty.
ready. Unit in production.
Alright, let's carry on with these.
Let's run them down. Assist check. All units.
This is
This
great
way.
having these in
Right
stealth.
behind.
This is
Ready.
really handy.
Unit in production.
So all we've got to do really for Mother Goo is check these bloody pools.
Unit in production. Unit ready.
Oh, it's climbed up the mountain so now I can't see it.
Group.
I need vision.
Move out. Group.
There's one.
Attack.
See, they're just slowly getting all these bloody pools.
New direction orders.
The Goo's not actually...
Confirming
Surprisingly, the AI is not
Let's
doing
run
much.
them
It
down.
must have... when I picked the random... I think it's probably picked one that's all about economy, because it seems like it's just trying to build lots and lots of Mother Goo.
This way.
that may be an issue, but as I say, this is only a basic gameplay, and then I'll try and show you some better stuff later on. And let's kill that one. It's running. Don't let it escape. No. Why are you guys not shooting it? Kill it. Just stand there. They're still coming from somewhere. But where? They still seem to be coming from this way. Down here, maybe? They must be up here somewhere. And we know that there's a mother goo around here somewhere, so she's probably sitting on this. There they are. Let's kill that. Come on, kill it before it escapes again. Come on! There we go, there you go. We can kill them. Oh, they're trying to form one of the epic units. That's what they were trying to do. Oh god. We need to kill it quick. We need to kill it quick. We need to kill it quickly. Oh shit me, there's a nasty little mother goo sitting at my other base. I hadn't even noticed. Well, they can take care of that, I'm sure. Oh, we've already killed it. Well, this army's new. Right, that one's about to be killed. Now the question is where else might they be hiding? It looks like they've got some problems up here, so let's take this army for a walk. Let's make the assumption that there's some here. Oh, this is great. This is just great. Okay, let's split up some of these, because I want to make sure that I haven't got any just hidden anywhere. So I'm going to leave a couple just dotted round at each of the poles, so that we can try and keep an eye on them. And this can just keep churning out units for me in case we need any backup. I would not like to be here right now. And oh, we have friends. We have friends. There we go. There's probably just one more here, I should have thought. Yeah. So it looks like the AI had gone for the basis of gather as much resources as they can and try and build their epic unit, which would have wrecked me because the Grey Goo's epic unit is insane. But oh well, there we go. That's probably made a bit easier by the fact I had the extra AI, and then that particular goo was not that great. So that might be something I have to remember for the future. Would be nice if it told me actually what AI that was actually using, just so I could avoid it next time. Oh, it actually does. Alhazen. Right, I'll have to remember to make sure it's not that next time. Oh well, it was only a brief look at Grey Goo. I'll say I will do some more. I'll probably try and play as the other races. So I'll play as the humans and I'll play as the goo. And yeah, we'll see how we get on. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Just a brief look at Grey Goo. If you did, leave me a like, drop me a comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you very much, and hopefully I will see you soon. Bye bye.